Good morning, children. Today we discuss about the lesson The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. Nationalism. The term nationalism is closely associated with the root word nation. Since times immemorial, nation has been described in various ways, but still holding on to a common core. One such instance is the lecture delivered by a French philosopher, Ernest Renan, at the University of Sorbonne, where he explained a nation as the culmination of long past of endeavors, sacrifice, and devotion. Nationalism has been an important factor in the development of Europe. In the 19th century, a wave of romantic nationalism swept the continent of Europe, transforming the countries of the continent. Some new countries, such as Germany and Italy, were formed by uniting smaller states with a common national identity. Others, such as Romania, Greece, Poland, and Bulgaria, were formed by winning their independence. The French Revolution and the idea of a nation. The French Revolution paved the way for the modern nation state. The revolutionaries introduced various measures and practices that could create a sense of collective identity among us, the French people. A tricolor flag was chosen in place of the royal standard. The ideas of la patrie, fatherland, and citoyen, the citizen, were introduced. The States General was renamed as National Assembly. This was elected by a body of active members. New hymns were composed and others were taken. A centralized administration was set up and uniform laws were passed for all citizens. Internal custom duties and dues were abolished. Uniform weights and measures were adopted. French was made the common language. The making of nationalism in Europe. In the very beginning, there were no particular nation states, and Eastern and Central Europe was under autocratic monarchies within the territories of which lived diverse people. They did not see themselves as sharing a collective identity or a common culture. But this autocracy could not survive for long. As secret societies began to spring up in many European states to train revolutionaries and spread their ideas. The revolutionaries. The revolutionaries, with the agenda of equality and freedom, saw nationalism as a suitable light bearer. One such individual was the Italian revolutionary Giuseppe Mazzini. He born in Genoa in 1807. He became a member of the secret society of the Carbonari. At the tender age of 24, he was sent into exile in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria. He subsequently founded two more underground societies, first Young Italy in Marseilles and then Young Europe in Berne, whose members were like minded young men from Poland, France, Italy, and the German states. First national revolution was in Serbia, which took place between 1804 to 1817, which created the first nation state in Central Europe. Success came in Greece, where an 8-year war against Ottoman rule led to an independent Greek state. In 1831, Belgium obtained independence from the Netherlands. Age of Revolutions 1830-1848. Even though revolutionary activities had started surfacing gradually during the conservatism era itself, the real noteworthy uphill against it occurred in France in July 1830. The Bourbon kings, who had been restored to power during the conservative reaction after 1815, were now overthrown by liberal revolutionaries who installed a constitutional monarchy with Louis Philippe at its head. An event that mobilized nationalist feelings among the educated elite across Europe was the Greek War of Independence. In 1848, revolutions broke out across Europe, sparked by a several severe famine and economic crisis and mounting popular demand for political change. Romanticism and nationalism. Nationalism found its significance not just in the sentiments of war and territorial expansion, but also in art and culture. According to a well known German philosopher, Johann Gottfried Herder, the true German culture was to be discovered in the common people through folk songs, folk poetry, and folk dances that projected the true spirit of a nation.